So I'm going to turn on my phone
Scan
here.
device. 9:32 a.m. Device unlocked.
So
Pixel
here
launcher. Shortcut maker out of list.
I am told that you heard Pixel Launcher. So that is the launcher that I have by default on my phone. And so if I want to create, say, I want to create a folder.
Apps list. Shortcut maker.
So I want to create, this, I want to create a folder using this shortcut maker. So the whole idea is that you drag this shortcut maker and then add it, place it atop another app on that home screen or wherever you want it to create or wherever you want to create the folder in, and that would add it to it. And so we got two methods that I want to demonstrate here. The first one is by long pressing. And when I talk about, or when you read about someone say, hey, long press on this and that, what they're talking about is that you find the icon in question, double tap and hold, and then drag it around and listen to what it says. So,
Shortcut maker. Sub
so
shortcut maker.
I'm going to hold it down
Pause app.
and
Create folder with home screen 3 of 3. Move to row 5 column. Move to row 4 column 2. Move to row 3 column. Move to row 3 column 4. Create folder with radiogram. Move to row 3 column 3. Move to row 3 column. Move to row 2 column 2. Move to row 2 column 3.
so see, I'm moving it around.
Create folder with FamiSafe. Item moved.
Okay, so there's one called FamiSafe, family icon. So, I mean, they don't sound like the same thing, that they would belong to each other. So, in my case, I have a folder called MISC. So, I would have, moved it to a folder called the MISC. But so, for instance, if I
Radiogram.
don't want to do it
Authenticator.
that way,
NPS.
there's another way you could do it, and that would be by invoking the shortcut. And you could invoke the talkback menu and find the shortcuts. If I highlight an app
NPS.
and
Actions. Shortcuts and notifications. And list.
I bring up the actions, and I'm going to find where it says move. From these actions, you could also uninstall or remove it from your home screen. So think of it like on your desktop. You don't want an app icon on your desktop. You could just hit delete. But here we have remove. So
Shortcuts and notifications. And list. Remove.
remove,
Uninstall.
uninstall,
Move item.
move item. So if I tap on move item,
Pixel launcher.
and watch
Create folder
what
with
happens.
CV engineer. Create folder with read aloud. Create
Create
folder with Novitech Wi-Fi booster. Create folder with Newegg. Create folder with home. Create folder with shortcut maker.
So let's say I want to add it to shortcut maker.
Folder created. Pixel launcher.
What that means is that now I will have a folder here that is unnamed, and it will just simply say folder.
Folder. No. 2 items.
So it says folder null, 2 items. If I tap here,
Shortcut maker. Folder opened. 2
there's a
1.
shortcut maker
NPS.
in there, and there's an NPS app in there. So the question is, how do I give this folder a name? So at the bottom of these 2 apps that are here sitting in this folder is an edit field.
Edit name. Edit box.
So you tap there,
Showing English. US. QWERTY. Keyboard. Pixel launcher.
and that brings up the keyboard. So you give it the name that you want to give it. For instance, let's say I'll just call it dog. Dog. Okay, so I've just
NPS.
created that thing called dog, and I
Folder
just
close.
need to click on.
Done.
I'm going to tap done at the
Keyboard tab.
bottom, or you could just hit back. It's still the same thing.
Folder close.
Will not cause any harm.
Folder. Dog. 2 items. Pixel launcher.
So there is my dog folder. Now, if I decide that I don't want,
Change
the
shortcut maker.
folder, all I need to do is to remove one of those out of there, and I'm going to find.
NPS.
So I'm going to long press on that
Pause app.
and drag it
Home
out.
screen 3 of 3. Move folder closed. Move to row 4 column 4. Item moved.
So I moved it out.
FamiSafe. Home. Shortcut maker.
Now I don't have a folder called dog anymore. I've removed, I've decompiled or whatever, stopped that folder from being a folder, and I've moved one of them out. So now I don't have a folder anymore. And that's how you go about doing things, managing your folders on a Pixel phone and on most other phones. And so if your phone doesn't support or the launcher, which is your home screen manager, is not very accessible, then you could always use a third-party launcher. And this is where our friend Ed is going to show you how to use a third-party launcher.
I heard you were talking about the app folders, right?
Yes.
So I also like to suggest that in Shortcut Maker you can create collections. That is similar to what app folders are.
So see, one could use,
Yeah,
the shortcut maker if you're having difficulty. You could use the shortcut maker also to create a folder.
I suggest you try it out because it is easier to add apps. You can add multiple apps at once to a folder. So yeah, if
That's,
you long press on that app, it
that's
has
excellent.
it has some good features, more good features. I can't explain all them all at right now.
Excellent, thanks. And yeah, I'll definitely check that out if it enables you to do it with multiple apps at once. That sounds really good, Rishikesh. Thanks.